In the first place, they dug out of the earth whatever was to be found there, mineral as well as metal, or Shalcum, was dug out of the earth in many parts of the island. Diodorus Siculus. Library of History. Book 3, Chapter 49.1. But now that we have examined these matters, it will be fitting, in connection with the regions we have mentioned, to discuss the account which history records of the Amazons who were in Libya in ancient times. For the majority of mankind believe that the only Amazons were those who are reported to have dwelt in the neighborhood of the Thermodon River on the Pontus. But the truth is otherwise, since the Amazons of Libya were much earlier in point of time and accomplished notable deeds. Now we are not unaware that to many who read this account the history of this people will appear to be a thing unheard of and entirely strange. For since the race of these Amazons disappeared entirely many generations before the Trojan War, whereas the women about the Thermodon River were in their full vigor a little before that time, it is not without reason that the later people, who were also better known, should have inherited the fame of the earlier, who are entirely unknown to most men because of the lapse of time. Many ancient writers had mentioned the Amazons, though most ancient Greek accounts were exaggerated inversions of Greek patriarchy, but while the typical legends describes a tribe of only women, Diodorus Siculus notably mentions that the Amazons actually lived alongside men. An example of how exaggerations did occur is from those later times Scythian Amazons. The Greeks thought they were tribes of women warriors was due to the practice of when men would go to war, the women would be organized to protect the camp. So the Greeks in the area would indeed find what looked like bands of all-female warriors, but that's only because all the men were elsewhere. Archaeologist Davis Kimball told the New York Times in 1997, "These women were warriors of some sort. They were not necessarily fighting battles all the time, but protecting their herds and grazing territory when they had to. And that isn't to diminish them, they were apparently quite ferocious warriors, even defeating Cyrus the Great. So there is some truth to the Amazonians, like the example of the Scythian horse archers, who could ride and shoot because everyone in the tribe had to as a matter of survival." The original term Amazons described those female warriors, who were part of a great East Atlantean nation, consisting of men and women who were equal. Therefore the word Amazons will be further translated as East Atlanteans. East Atlanteans and Pelasgians, to a certain point of time, are basically one and the same. The navel represented the place of origin creation and the center to the cosmos. We are surrounded by energy and we are constantly interacting with this energy, although unaware. And the navel is believed to be the gateway to the flow of cosmic energy. The position of Manipura is stated as being either behind the navel or the solar plexus. sometimes when it is located at the navel. A secondary chakra called Surya chakra is located at the solar plexus, whose role is to absorb and assimilate life energy from the sun. Histories 4.184. Herodotus, translated by G.C. Macaulay. From the Garmantians, at a distance again of 10 days' journey, there is another hill of salt and spring of water, and men dwell round it, called Atarantians. After this, at a distance of 10 days' journey, there is another hill of salt and spring of water, and men dwell round it. Near this salt hill is a mountain named Atlas, which is small in circuit and rounded on every side, and so exceedingly lofty is it said to be, that it is not possible to see its summits, for clouds never leave them either in the summer or in the winter. This the natives say is the pillar of the heaven. After this mountain these men got their name, for they are called Atlanteans. And it is said that they neither eat anything that has life nor have any dream.